Just give me a second to post this and I'll get started. I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with 3D and make my way to 5D. Just give me a second. I'm going to post this and I'll get started. Because there's a lot going on right now. Hold on one sec. I'm just going to share this. There's really a lot going on. It doesn't matter what dimension you're tuning yourself into. Hold on. Yeah, so I see a lot going on. I see a lot of really political stuff everywhere, as you guys know. And, one of our good friends is really into politics and, says he's going to pray Trump's the president. And, I could care less, who becomes the president because it doesn't affect me really in any way at all. Like, to me, they are all reptile shapeshifters. They pretty much all are just destroying our country, our world, however you want to look at it, and no one's going to make America great again. America's going to fall. Anyways, at least the America that you know it to be now. It's not going to exist much longer. I would be more concerned about, the 5.3 earthquake that just hit Oklahoma last night. The really catastrophic earth changes we're going through, because as prophesized, 3D is being destroyed by earth, wind, and fire. So I would be more concerned that maybe your house isn't in alignment with 5D and it might be in alignment with 3D and it might, be destroyed one day. Or maybe just little things in your life. I would just start to focus more on what you're aligning with, because a lot of us have figured out that the world is not going to end, not for us anyway. It's like one of those books we had when we were kids where your choices would change the end of the book. Like, you could make different choices and you could have a totally different ending in the same book. It's just like that. I think that people are going to start to see different things, like in the same place. But some people are going to see the end, as in destruction, death, whatever, everything they know it destroyed. And they'll be recycled off to another planet as well. And a lot of us are going to see the new beginning. We're already realizing that we can create the new earth right here in the same place. And that we're not going anywhere. And that everything around us might be going somewhere, but we're not. We're staying here. And I'm noticing that it doesn't matter. I can't wait till Tuesday because this person's going to be so shattered. I can't wait. It sounds horrible. I can't wait though, because any way you look at it, but people are getting the wrong idea. I already see people like, this is a revolution, oh my god. Well, then you're just feeding right into the elite and what they want. So, the mission has always been to divide us. So we're supposed to be, we're supposed to be one. We're supposed to be coming together. And that's what these reptiles fear. You have to understand, humans have this thing called compassion. We have empathy. We can feel each other. They don't have that. They don't have that kind of compassion and empathy. And that's why we've been suppressed for so long, because when humans realize, when we all realize, the slave class, that we have the power, it becomes a really big problem. But this isn't going to be like a revolution like people are saying. It's not going to be 3D, like physical. This is a war on consciousness. And it's not going to be a one out there. It's you're gonna do this within. It's something each person's going to go through on an individualized basis. Like, no one's path is the same either. Like, we're realizing that some of the people that were judged the most are now in places of spiritual hierarchy and are leading people. Like, you have to understand that judging just completely lowers your vibration. Everyone's going to have a different opinion. We're never going to all agree on the same thing. Like, I can't even agree with my twin flame on how people were made. So I'm just saying, like, we're all going to have different opinions, and we're learning that we're all very different. We have a lot of similarities, but we also have different gifts, different powers, just different personalities, just because of the experiences we've been through. So it just really is going to vary. Everyone's at different places. And a lot of people are just maybe now waking up, and they need this to wake up. This duality is a 3D thing. You're seeing, like, if you turn on your news, that's 3D playing out. And anything in 3D that isn't of light is coming to the surface. That's why you're seeing crazy things with, like, Hillary Clinton's emails. You have to realize, like, I don't care. It's just a distraction from what's really going on. There's really crazy things going on with the earth and the planet that are much, much crazier. Just really stay aware. I would say, I wouldn't even say like today, but within the next few days, it's kind of like how they do those terrorist alert watches. It will be like a red alert day for the next probably week because of the elections, and just that's where good and evil take their last stance, 3D. So you'll see evil flaring up and people taking sides, and really like just don't align with it. Align yourself with it. Because I believe too that like this presidential debate, I think that because of the Mandela effect and what's going on with these timelines, I think that you can really like shift into that universe and get stuck there. So just be really careful what you're aligning yourself with, because if you're like sitting there and you're aligning with I don't know, politics, you could like totally change where you end up. So right now the best thing that you can do is focus on compassion. We need to have more compassion because we are all one in a really deep way that it's really just hard to describe. No one really knows what's going to happen. It's just going to be so big that this divine plan that it's really hard to even put your head around, you know? So no one really knows what's going to happen. Just really have an open mind and start to have more compassion for people, because there's a lot of people that are not spiritually equipped for this. If you were to die like right now, or say there was like, it's going to be like Atlantis, pole flip, whatever. If we were all to just die right now, some catastrophic event, how spiritually okay with it would you be? How spiritually strong are you? I don't mean like physically strong or whatever. That's not going to matter. It's going to come down to, are you spiritually ready? So a lot of us have been really just gearing up for this our whole lives. This is why we came here. We came here because of this time where I'm excited about it. I can't wait. I'm excited as it unravels more and more. I love it. This is giving me a place to be a light worker. It's letting me shine. There's a lot of crazy stuff on Facebook with these posts about politics. Well, you guys are light workers. Your job is to take anything negative and turn it positive. We are alchemists. That is our job. This is what we do. We take bad situations and we make them better. But just be aware that 3D is crumbling. It is self-destructing. There's nothing you can do to save it. If you want to go save Hillary Clinton, it's not going to work. Like if you want to go save whatever, America with Trump, it's not going to work. So just be really careful what you're aligning with. You're not going to make this change through political parties. You're not going to make this change through a physical revolution. This is a revolution of the mind. You're seeing me transform in front of you. I'm working on transforming. I am working from going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. You guys are all going to watch me. Like I'm every day just working at evolving. We are here to work on spiritual evolution, and it's just really important that you're not in this school called Earth, aka prison planet. You're not in this school and wasting your time. You don't want to stay in the kindergarten forever. You want to graduate. You want to ascend. That's the goal. And so many of us have been working on it, and just these are really dark energies. So the best thing that you can do is keep working on creating 5D right here so that you're not aligning with trying to fix the old. It's not going to be fixed. I hate to be the one to say it, but Trump wasn't going to make America great again if he was president. I'm just saying this because they already released who the president's going to be on accident, like the news did. Oh, it was an accident, like they did with 9/11, where they said the other tower fell like hours early or whatever. Well, they did that again last night, but then they took it down real fast. But they already posted the election results. So, but you have to know that none of these people were ever caring about America. They don't have our best interest in mind, clearly. And also another thing I tell people, that you can really like make a difference by the products that you are buying. Start being aware. If people care about the poison in their food and their water, it will become obsolete. It will become something that can't be done. But when people don't care, and you get to realize we were so unconscious for so long that we gave away our power. We did this. We gave our power to leaders. Has anyone else ever had a personal experience? I did a reading for someone who had a relationship like that, where she wanted to be led by someone spiritual, and she started dating this guy, and it was like, you know, no other than a reptile shapeshifter. We gave away our power a long time ago, and we did it blindly. Now we are learning that we have to live consciously and aware, and just be really careful about giving away our power. But these earth changes, they're going to happen more and more. It's basically going to pick up intensity as people become more in disharmony with each other. So you're seeing the earth respond in a crazy way. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the reason why we're ascending is because the earth basically is going into its next life. It's going to die and be reborn, like how we're incarnated, so is the earth. And those that are lucky will go with it. Kind of like, I guess, fleas on a dog, they say. Those that are lucky will go with it. Those that are lucky will match the earth's vibration and go with it. You can see these changes like on a crazy level. They're not showing you that on the news, I'm sure. You know, there's other news sources out there, but they're not showing that on mainstream news. They don't want people to see that. But this is like, the more crazy things get, and we just went into another energy storm. Yep. Welcome to Monday morning. It just started this morning. We're in another energy storm. You're going to start to really feel it. You're going to start to feel it by tomorrow, I'll tell you. And the energies are just going to be real intense. And it's a really good time to get things done immediately. Wrap up anything in 3D that you may have left. People are seeing old like things flare up, like from 3D that maybe they forgot about or haven't dealt with for a while. You're starting to see it surface again. Just start to take care of those things. You're seeing memories resurface. Just observe them and let them go. Work on keeping your chakras and your body really clear and pure right now, because you need a really high vibration to make this ascension. And usually we would just have a pole flip by now, a pole shift, and the earth would just get wiped out and started over. But we're doing something different. We're doing a mass ascension, mass planetary ascension. It's really difficult too in the amount of time we've had. We haven't had like the exact amount of time that we're supposed to have. So we're doing it really rapidly. So we really do have a lot of help with this, and it's going successfully. And as you know, a lot of us have already started and been through this ascension process. And as you know, like, it can be very disorienting and very confusing. And you're seeing a confusion on a mass level, like, in society. People don't really know how to react, and they're just completely following like sheep and feeding into this stuff with this divide and conquer stuff. So the best thing you can really do is just stay aware. I'm going to go ahead and take some questions now. Let's see. Let's see. There's really a lot going yourself into. All right. My hair. Yeah, I know. Well, I've been transforming my life. That's just what we do. We are always purifying and trying to get healthier and healthier. I'm getting healthier and healthier after a really long struggle. I didn't find my answers in the medical community. So that's what got me into like holistic healing and energy healing and stuff. And I'm healing every day a little more. And it's really amazing. So amazing. Good evening, Aspasa. I can't even say it. From Sydney. False flag would be a fake event to distract you. I put a really good video on my page just to clarify when I say I think Obama is the Antichrist. Well, Christ was full of compassion, and so when I say Antichrist, I throw that term around loosely. Yeah, Hillary, Trump, they all have Antichrist kind of qualities. Like if you really look at like Christ and compassion, they really have like Antichrist qualities. So we all have good and evil in us, so it's all about what we embrace. All these things that you're seeing are us, I assure you. This is our collective unconsciousness you're seeing, kind of crazy. So that's why it's really important we get a hold of it. False flag would be like a fake event. You see them all the time, like even like celebrity deaths. Like I hear Tommy Chong says they kill him like every week and jokes about it. But they're always doing these fake events like the Orlando shooting where, and I'm sure it was very real. They had their people go in and do it. But, so they're real events. Like 9/11 was very real. A lot of people died. But they are staged events. That was like a controlled demolition by our government. These are staged events to distract people and to do what they want in positions of power. All of this is about oil. It always has been. We're bombing 7 countries over oil right now. A lot of this is over oil, and it's really crazy because we have such free sources of energy. we could live in a Tesla society. Like, it's really crazy, but as you know, those are all suppressed because reptiles love gold and oil. Yeah, those lower vibration things really just are their thing. It's in alignment with them, I guess. They have a really low frequency, and those kind of things are just low vibration. So just really keep your eyes open. Our government is not beyond doing really crazy things to stay in power. Look at 9/11. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? So a lot of us can see through this veil. We can see through this illusion. And just really, it's amazing to see. I'm not trying to spread fear. I'm not afraid in any way. I'm excited. Really excited. I've been preparing for this my entire life. This is my mission. And it's a lot of your missions. So really, this is just an exciting time. Just watch things unfold. Try to shine brighter amongst this darkness. Because your light is needed to shine other people out of the darkness. Like, just that little bit of light is really sometimes what people need. And there's a lot of people that just are not spiritually awake yet. I don't know if they'll ever wake up, a lot of these people. I mean, honestly, we've been trying to wake up the same people for a long time. I don't know. I just think that some people just might have tied themselves karmically to the old earth. But a lot of us are in a really good place where we either came here with no karma, or we are not karmically attached, and we're free to do what we want. We are liberated, and we're here to liberate people. And it's just really crazy. And you know it's going to get crazier and crazier. Like, things are just picking up intensity. It's basically like we're like a big pot, and it's just starting to boil. Like, things are just going to keep up every day, picking up intensity. And as it does, you're going to see 3D being destroyed even faster, because it's like speeding up the destruction process. And when I say 3D being destroyed, yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire are destroying it as we speak. Like, I would be really concerned about that fault line now, that they had that earthquake. Just really crazy things with the Earth. Shay, is your twin awake? If you are, your twin probably isn't. It really depends. You'd have to PM me so I could talk about it more, I guess. When we move to Australia, whenever you want, it's really important to know, like, when I'm doing these readings, we live in a manifest reality. You really can create anything that you want at this point. And we're here to be creators. I'm an aspect of the divine, and I'm having a human experience, but I'm not limited to this. I'm very multidimensional, and we all are creators, and we're supposed to be creative. We're supposed to be creating the life we want. If you're waiting for the universe to bring it to you, it's not going to happen. You have to kind of create it, and people are learning this. And when you're in alignment with your soul and you're living spiritually, everything is going to go amazing for you. When you're not, things are just like, they're not going to go good with you. It's not ever going to go good. Things are going to fall apart. You're going to have a lower vibration. You're going to attract lower vibration things. So really, it's important that we keep our vibration high and we live consciously. But now you're awake. So when you were asleep, you were creating your life very unconsciously. Your thoughts were all over the place. You weren't aware. You were just kind of like sleepwalking through it. Now that you're awake, you can really manifest the life that you want. If you're looking for your twin flame, you do that through self-love. You have to be complete as a person and love yourself, because when you're loving yourself, your twin can feel it. It doesn't matter where it is. You're very tuned in to each other, even though you've never met or whatever, like, you're still connected because you only have one soul. So anything you do to access your soul, like meditation, whatever, it's going to access your twin. So I tell people to meditate because your twin is the same place that you find the divine, which is inside you. So just really get in touch with your soul, like your soul. Try to integrate it into your body. Like, I embody my higher self all the time. That's a process you can do by killing your ego and going through Ascension. So every one of you is going to be able to channel your higher self or embody your higher self. A lot of these crystal kids, they're born their higher self. They don't have to go through this Ascension process. They're already, all their DNA is activated. They look like us, but they're not like us. And their DNA is activated already, and it's really amazing. But we had to go through this Ascension process. When you can embody your higher self, you will have a lot more information. That's how I'm able to do readings, because You're so multidimensional. Like, your higher self always has access to the Akashic records and stuff. Like, there's just a lot more information. Like, you'll be able to remember all of your past lives and stuff too. Like, your memories are going to start to come back the more you stay on this path. A lot of people are going through like ascension symptoms right now, and these energies are just really intense right now because we're all getting upgraded. I'm noticing, like, I always drink a lot of liquid, but my friend who did my hair, she was like really thirsty, which is an abnormal thing for her. She's definitely not really on the ascension path. But even everyone on the planetary level should be feeling these energies, like more thirsty, whatever. I tell everyone, drink a ton of water. If you're having ascension symptoms, put some lemon in your water, and it will help take the toxins out of your blood. You're excited too, Kevin. Yeah, this is a really exciting time. I'm nothing but excited. I'm definitely not afraid in any way at all, because that's something I gave up a really long time ago, and I would advise everyone does. What do you have to be afraid of? Dying? We're infinite. We don't die. You died like so many times. I mean, I personally am just really sick over here. I've had so many lives. I've had hundreds of thousands of lives, and every one of those, obviously, I died. So once you can get past that fear of death, what do you have to be afraid of? Like, really? Nothing. So this is just really exciting. So many of us lived in Atlantis, and we're back. We're back. We're back to clear up that karma, or whatever. We wanted to live during this time. It's much more exciting for us. Like, that was exciting. This is more exciting. So it's just really exciting and amazing. I went into 3D last night and woke up pissed today. Came back with beautiful synchronicities. What should I do to bring my vibes back to 5D? Well, I don't think what I do will work for you, but just try to focus on love and gratitude. Those are like instant raise your vibration tactics. You could always pray. That'll lift your vibration. That'll actually lift the vibration of your food too. Everyone should really start praying over their food, because it will make like even probably the worst food higher vibration. Like, you've seen the studies where they write like love and hate on water, and the love will like change to a beautiful crystal composition. It'll change the molecules of the water. Same type of idea. Like putting a crystal in your water. Just that would work really good. Going into nature is the best way. Like, really, 3D is like about technology and machines and whatever, and it's going to be like, you know, you go get your chip or insert your credit card in your arm type deal. That's 3D. 5D is more going to be like nature, spiritual. Think Atlantis. So nature is the best way to connect. It also is the best way to ensure that your vibration matches the Earth's. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to match the same frequency as the planet. So basically nature will really do that for you. It'll just take away anything negative. It's amazing. Any kind of natural outside water, like ocean, lakes, that's really good for you too. Obviously meditation. And just shifting your perspective. I mean, you woke up mad. Do you know that everyone else is you, a different incarnation? Once you can really grasp that and grasp like what you're dealing with in your relationships and dealing with people, you probably wouldn't be pissed at anyone ever again, because you would realize you're being mad at yourself, and it's really just hurting you on a deep level. So you need to let go of that first off, just because it really, any kind of vibe you're putting out, pissed off. Okay, if I put a pissed off frequency out there, watch out. I will watch out when I go back out, because it's gonna boomerang right back on me. So I really just always have a love frequency. It sounds crazy. I'm just always emitting a love frequency. It's something that took a lot of work to get there. Like, you can work at that, because you realize that even if you have like a bad day, that's gonna come back on you. That kind of energy, whatever we're putting out, we're gonna attract. So you really just want to work on having a love frequency. The goal is to live in peace, love, and harmony with everyone. With everyone. We're all one. It doesn't matter where you're from. So shift your perspective. because you're going to feel really silly later if you don't start to learn this stuff now. Like, I'm really thankful that I have so much knowledge, and I can see through everything, and it just really is amazing to me, because these are things that lots of powerful people have wanted to see, and we're being blessed with this kind of sight, and it's amazing. Kimberly, you are where you should be. Everyone is exactly where they should be right now, like all the time. You're always in the right place. So everyone is on the path. You have to understand, we're just at all different places. We're all having different lessons. It's very individualized. So everyone's exactly where they should be. And there is only source energy here or anywhere. There really is only that kind of divine energy. Everyone is divine. So just, you're right where you should be all the time. Like, everyone. Right on plan, doing great. So, if you are trying to access, like, your plan or your contracts or whatever, just ask your higher self to, like, show it to you in a dream, or start trying to communicate with your higher self. Because until you embody it, even if you are embodying your higher self, there is another dimensional aspect of that will help you. You have so much help. We just never knew how to access it. And you have to understand, we have free will. So, even though other entities might want to help us, they have to respect that. So sometimes you have to ask, just so that your angels and guides know you want that you want their help. Like, you should just ask out loud. That's what I was told anyway. Christopher, I'm doubting yourself so much. You don't know what I'm meant to do anymore. I guess that's a good thing. It sounds crazy. It's a good thing. I can't wait for this election to happen. So, my Flames friend is shattered. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm real excited. So I think it's just what he needs. So it's like a reality check. So we're realizing that this whole paradigm, everything that we have built together as a collective consciousness, is crumbling. Okay, so all of our beliefs are crumbling with it. Everything that we thought was right and wrong, good and evil, that does not exist. So that polarity is fake. We're realizing that. We're learning how to see through the illusion, and that's crazy. You're going to be shattered as a person, because only after you're completely shattered and empty, that's when your ego dies and you can really ascend, and it's part of the process. So I had to go through that dark night of the soul until I learned it was silly. My whole thing was silly, and I could progress past that. I've had to go through it too. So this is really a crazy journey. Like, you're just working on spiritual evolution, and these lessons are not easy. Earth is really amazing because it's evolving us so rapidly, as opposed to, like, high levels of consciousness where we would be, like, chilling and meditating and experiencing tantric sex and just chilling and living, like, you know, high levels of consciousness. You're not going to be learning these crazy lessons. Like, that polarity was needed so that we could learn, like, that good and evil and whatever. So it is very real in the 3D, and you're going through crazy lessons. And everything that you were ever taught was a lie. Like, your entire education, I don't care how far you went. We're living amongst crazy control systems, and some of us just woke up and we're just realizing this, and we're like, oh, holy fuck, how did I not notice this my whole life? I'm convinced some people won't wake up because they're tied karmically to this place. You basically just have to work on letting go of anything and everyone that's not serving you. You need to really you need to be careful about what you're putting in your body. I still see a lot of people smoking cigarettes. I had to quit smoking over a year ago. I used to smoke. And it was the best thing I could do, because you don't really grasp how they lower your vibration and just keep you in a state of low vibration just from putting that in your body. So I don't care what it is. Just really work on the toxins you're putting on your body right now, because you need your body as pure as you can get it. I see people drinking booze. I'm not going to knock it, but I will say that if you drink a lot all the time, it will really lower your vibration, and I think even moderately it will. That's why I just don't drink. So, but tomato, do what you feel is right, but you're really trying to get rid of as many toxins as you can. I know Rome wasn't built overnight, but start to set a goal, because, and like, I've been doing this healing business thing, okay? I'll use this as an example. I've been doing this healing business thing, and, it was something that I could see, like, you know, like a year ago when I started, I could see it all done. And it's like, how do you get there, though? I see where I'm going to end up in a year, okay? From another year from now. So I've been working out like a year. I'm getting somewhere great. and then I can see where I'm going to end up in another year, but I have to really do the work to get there. Like, no one's going to magically do it for me. I have to do this work. So it's really amazing. Just start to see where you want to be in a year and start to work towards that goal, because you'll find if you can set these goals that everything not in alignment with you will just start to fall apart and move you along and help you with that. So really be conscious of what you're creating and where you want to end up, like kind of like The Secret where they picture it. Start to do something like that, because you'll find that right now stuff's falling out of alignment with you, but you're not consciously really creating it where you want to go. It's just kind of, so just start to be more aware of what you're creating, because you're not even realizing things are falling out of alignment. You just have to get control of your mind and your thinking. This is a fight for our mind, for consciousness. That's why you're seeing these crazy medications pumped everywhere. Now CBD is legal where I live, but I'm sure it will be illegal soon, kind of like they're doing in the UK, where they're making it illegal, because people are realizing that it's like a cure-all drug, and then they don't need pharmaceuticals, and then they lose money, and they start to freak out and start to change laws to help the pharmaceutical companies. So you're kind of like seeing stuff with that, because people are realizing that we don't need these chemicals, and they're actually detrimental and horrible for our body and killing us. So just be really conscious and aware, because this is just an important time. Perhaps you're putting too much weight in a presidential election. I could care less about 3D. I don't know what this was. Oh, it's a good place to evaluate. Yeah, I guess it's a good place to learn, but there's coming a point, this is what we're watching, where it's not really beneficial for 3D and 5D to be mixed anymore, those paradigms. It's not really being beneficial. We're going to reach a tipping point where it's not beneficial for us to be around these people, because last people, they're just not going to wake up. They just are going to the other planet. They're not going to. So, and then there's going to become a tipping point where it's not good for us to be around that polarity anymore, because we don't really need it to learn, and it's not really benefiting either party. So that's when you're going to see this massive shift. And it's already happening. It's already occurring. That's why I encourage everyone to just be like gearing up spiritually. I'm ready. I'm great. What do I care? What do I really care? Like, I care who the president is. If you really get that idea, you don't know me good. I could care less. I don't vote. I can't vote. I've been defranchised. I really don't care. So I've taken myself out of that reality. Now, I do go into that reality when I go shopping at Walmart or like certain places. I do go in and out of 3D, but completely I've removed myself from that paradigm, and I'm trying to really help others. And this is a good point. It's going to come down to, are you service of self or service of others? On a massive level. That's why I see so much service of others stuff, because those are the same people I see helping and doing light work that are going to 5D. And it's the same people that are stuck in this mentality, and it's because they can't picture anything different. They are so wrapped up in that illusion and asleep, but everyone will catch up. Everyone will. Like, after they go to that planet for 75,000 more years, they'll be, where we're at. So everyone catches up. It's really an illusion to think that we're separate in any way. We're all one. So even the darkest entities just need healed. You'll realize that we've all been broken before, and we have to respect that it's others' free will. You have to choose to come back to source, and we have to respect that. So 3D is where that's played out. So it is needed, but there's going to come a point real soon where it's not needed. So basically, we're just working. We're being given an opportunity to better ourselves in the meantime, so that we're kind of like perfect by the time it's ready. So this extra time is amazing. So you can really just work on spiritual perfection. Thanks, Jody. But it hurts emotionally to ascend. Your whole lives were painful. 3D is really painful. It's all about separation and illusion, and it's very, very painful. There's a lot of physical death, illness, whatever. It's very painful, yeah. Earth is a lot more dense than we thought. But I will tell you, I don't hurt emotionally. It would hurt emotionally in 3D, but not in this new paradigm. I do feel emotions very deeply, but you're going to find that you really become disconnected to the things in 3D. Like, you're just going to be disconnected. Like, you don't care. It just, like, it doesn't phase you. What does phase me is I have a really crazy busy day today, and I have a lot I'm doing in my world, and it has nothing to do with the presidential debate, I assure you. But I'm trying to reach people at all different levels, so if I can reach maybe someone who's stuck in that illusion, it will really benefit either party, me and them. So I try to really reach out to people no matter where they're learning. I do stay updated with what's going on in 3D, and when I say updated, not like presidential stuff, I'm talking like real news. I stay updated just because you want to be informed at this point. Good morning, Anita. I love you too. Monday morning. Is Visa. I find my heart chakra stopping every now and then. Well, I would feel like heart, I guess they say punctulations. I can't say it good. Where you would feel, I feel often when I take on people's blocks, I feel the physical pain from a block, like in a chakra. I can feel it as physical pain. I also could feel my heart chakra. It was this is one that is equated with fourth density. So when I began my ascension journey, that was the first chakra I worked on. And you'll feel your heart chakra expanding, opening. You can feel physical pain in it. So it's really like a physical process. And that's a really good start. Work on just loving more. That will just help it along so much better. You're going to work on getting rid of grief and loving more. Hi, David. I gave my dog a bath this weekend too, so I see great minds think alike. Some of us are just on the same frequency, on the same page, and it's really amazing. Hi, Brian. Best device to open root chakra, Jody. Well, you're fucked. Okay. The only reason I say that is because it's like a first density equated chakra. You really, it can have detrimental effects, like if you don't feel secure in your home, or you don't have like a really secure home life or whatever. Things like that, like fear, sex, really primal stuff. Just really work at it. You can always get, like, we do chakra openings, and we'll do all your chakras and let you know whatever you have blocked, because like we can take them on physically and just open them. It's really amazing. So if you want to look into that, I would recommend it for anyone who like knows they have a blocked chakra. But you can really read about it, and with a lot of awareness, you can open these chakras yourself. Like, you can just know how they become blocked or whatever. Work on being more secure where you're living at. David, will the Illuminati be destroyed one day? Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. As you know, there is Illuminati. There's very dark forces, especially in 3D, and in fourth density, because reptiles are fourth density. So there's a lot of darkness, and anything of not enough light is being destroyed. But you have to understand that we're infinite. So it's not going to be really destroyed. It will be destroyed as we know it. It will die. But these entities are just going to go to another planet for 75,000 more years, because the new Earth's staying here. That's where they're going, to learn in the third density some more. So basically everything not of a light is being destroyed. Everything not of enough light is dying. You're seeing the same energies that are making me amazing and have never been better. My body's never been better, and just every day it's amazing. I wake up more and more amazing. The same energies that are making me amazing are killing people. You're seeing very sick people, people in the hospital, cancer or whatever. You're seeing people deconstructing. So everything obviously is going to plan. Who do you think runs the plan? The divine. It's an amazing plan. Of course it's going as planned. Yes, anything not of light enough is completely being destroyed, and you're seeing it happen. Like I keep saying, Earth, Wind, and Fire is destroying it, but you're seeing the truth come out, because there are people in these high places that are not okay with satanic rituals, human sacrifices, pedophilia with children. These reptile shapeshifters are known for these kind of things. And there are other people in these high places that are completely exposing these things. And you're going to see even crazier things after the election with Hillary Clinton exposed things, like with what really goes on. Because I hate to be the one to tell you, but your Catholic churches are worshiping Baal. They're worshiping Satan, and they're doing satanic rituals. So if you've ever been in a Catholic church like I have, you're really familiar with it. It's all over the place. It's all right in front of you. And why do you think there are so many missing children and people in our country every day? Why do you think they never find their bodies? Because they get eaten. I'm just saying. So this is all really real stuff. You're really just going to see everything you know it in 3D destroyed. Everything. It doesn't matter what it is. So it's really important that you pick what you're aligning with. I do think it's amazing. I see a lot of people like talking about this kind of stuff, and it's really amazing because it really can reach people. Like I think it was like when I first woke up when I realized that, you know, reptile shapeshifters were in charge of everything, and I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. And then I learned, like, you know, people how Earth was colonized and more about it. And it's really amazing. We've had alien influence in our culture for a really long time. People say, oh my God, we're going to have an alien invasion. We might have like a fake one, but aliens have been living among us from the beginning of time. Since we were colonized, I'm pretty sure they made people, period. But at least it was colonized, the planet. And people were brought here from different places when it was colonized. So really, we've been living under these influences for a really long time. That's why our history is always rewritten. It's just, we were asleep for a really long time. That's the magical part of it. You get to wake up, and for those that choose, it can be a new beginning. It doesn't have to be the end and destruction. It can be a really beautiful new beginning. We're here to create a new Earth and live in a really beautiful society, like a Tesla society. Like we're here to create how it really should have been. So it's really like a second chance. And I know a lot of religions would disagree with me and tell me that people don't get a second chance. I'll get judged when I die, but that's not how it works. It really isn't. Kelly, clean eating is vital. Yes, only because you're not going to find God in a church like you think. There might be some lovely spiritual energy there. Just kind of like there's lovely spiritual energy in Hawaii. But I'm just going to tell you that if you're trying to find the divine, it's going to be within me, within you, within everyone. So that's why it's important, because we are channels. You're seeing the people in charge that are channels for dark forces. I'm a channel for light forces. So we're all open channels. You just really want to be more of an open channel, and your vibration is going to determine what kind of stuff you're channeling. So if you have a really low vibration and you're aligned with that kind of stuff, I see a lot of people in power. I've seen Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton channeling dark entities, negative entities, and it's really scary. I've seen it. So I'm just going to tell you that it really depends on your vibration and what kind of stuff's going to come through you. So you want to have a really high vibration, you want to keep your body your temple, and you want to start to love yourself and take care of yourself better. Because we're not here to have a good time. We're not here to have fun. We're not here to get rich and be celebrities and actors like they taught us when we were kids. That's not what we're here for. We're here to really make a difference, and you have to be spiritually pure. If you're going to do good on this ascension path, you better learn really fast that your choices are everything. And you can just derail your whole progress with a few bad choices. We're learning this. We're learning that our choices are determining how many future probabilities we have and what they're like. We're just starting to learn this stuff. Jenny, any healing advice for your solar plexus? You're an empath, so start to take sea salt baths like every day. Like every day, just to purify your aura, because anytime you're around someone, you're going to take on their bad energy and they're going to take your good energy, and basically it gets stored in that chakra. A lot of empaths have it blocked. I deal with that a lot in healing. I see a lot of empaths have it like that. So just start to learn that anytime you're around people, even if you go to Walmart or whatever, till you get really skilled at like being able to tune that out, you're really just keeping your energy pure. Sea salt's the best way to do that in nature, like I keep saying. Just be aware of that, because that's where emotions are stored. So start drinking more water to flush your body out. Everyone, just step up the water. I hate water personally, but I drink a lot of liquid. Just drink more liquid. Filtered water without the fluoride and lead. What's the difference between soulmates and twins? Okay. I use labels. My twin flame hates this. I use a lot of labels, like, all the time, because it helps me kind of just relate better to people. Like, oh, you're a starseed, me too, like, or whatever. I just use light worker loosely, and it doesn't matter who anyone is, because I keep on trying to reinforce this. We are all aspects of the divine, so we're all the divine, basically. But not like how people say you're going to be God. You're definitely not. But we're all divine energy. You understand this. So it doesn't matter who the person is in your life. You're meant to be with them. You're meant to be right where you are right now. So before I go into this rant, but a soulmate is someone who's part of your soul family. It's a little bit different than soul group, though, because it's a romantic thing. But you're going to meet like 20 soulmates of life. It's not like a random occurrence. It's not like, oh my God, I have my one soulmate. That's it. My life's over. You're going to meet like 20 of life. They're very common. I'm a lot of your soul family, believe it or not. So it's very common. You're just now drawing back these kind of like spiritual relationships. Your twin flame's a little bit different. People were all made in pairs. Like there's a male aspect and female aspect of the same soul. And we're all made in pairs, and we're going to spend our first, last, and a bunch of lives in between with our twin flame. We don't get to spend every life with them because otherwise we wouldn't learn well. But you're seeing something different because of this ascension. It's making our twin flames accessible. Our twin flames are now like accessible because of this ascension. So you're seeing so many twin flames and you're hearing it thrown around. Don't go looking for these kind of relationships because you won't ever find them. You'll just find a karmic person over and over every time that you go try to look for it. These are relationships that will be drawn to you at the perfect timing. And you'll know by their eyes. You'll know the second you are around this person because they're going to vibrate at the same frequency as you, which is really hard to find. So me and my twin flame, we vibrate on the exact same frequency. Like no one else would ever do that. So that's how you can tell. You'll be able to see yourself in their eyes. And you'll really be able to tell. So it's just really like, it's about spiritual. This is like a spiritual love. It's very spiritual. I've never ever had any kind of spiritual relationship before. Even with a soulmate, it wasn't spiritual like that. So it's just very, very spiritual. Like it's just hard to describe. It's kind of like having a relationship with you and the divine at once. It's really like spiritual and deep. And these relationships, they're not easy. So for those of you who's like, oh, I'm going to find my twin flame, it's going to be like a romance, novel. It might be a little bit like that, but it's not easy at all. Like I will tell you, they're going to reflect back every fear you've ever had, any little anxiety, doesn't matter what it is, as well as the good stuff. But it's just a lot of work. Like, it's just like, a lot of you guys aren't even able to deal with these karmic relationships, and they're a mirror so that you can work on yourself and learn how to work on yourself and learn how to get along with people, because every person you've ever been with has the quality of your twin flame. So if you couldn't get along with the practice relationship, what makes you think you can do the whole thing right now? So you just need more practice, obviously. Speed up the process. Start to love the person you're with, because the more you don't get along with them, the least likely you're going to be reunited anytime with your twin flame. Try to get along better with the people you're with, because this is like a really intense relationship, and the more work you do now, the better partner you'll be. We all want someone complete, but you have to be complete as a person to get that, or you're just going to keep getting broken people back if you're broken. So it's just really work on yourself and meditating. Hi, Robin. You and your tea. I know. I'm thirsty. I am. Channeling makes me really thirsty, among other things. Water is like a good conductor. Thank you, Robin. Yeah, I know. I did my hair. I'm trying to grow it out. I've been on a mission to heal my body for a while now, in case people haven't noticed. I was on a lot of heavy-duty pharmaceuticals that basically just destroyed my body. And it's still an everyday process getting back to normal and getting back to where I started. I'm still not there. I probably need like another year to do that. So if this will really tell you what these medications are really doing to your body, it's really detrimental. So it was just like a really crazy learning process for me. And I'm just still trying to like, get back every day. And I'm talking about, I'm a healer, and my fiance is a really powerful healer. So we're two healers dealing with these issues and still having crazy problems. Just even getting me healthy and normal again, which is crazy. So just be really aware of what you're putting in your body, because for so long I would listen to my doctors. I thought they actually cared and had my best interest at heart. I didn't really understand how things at the top really are, how they're blind too. So just work on purifying your energy all the time. And just know that any kind of medication you're taking is just going to lower your vibration. I know. I'm always drinking something. Take my cue on that, please. Please just drink so much more liquid today. You're gonna need it for these energies. I'm just telling you. Just try to hydrate now, because your bodies mostly need liquid now. Our bodies are made of this like 95% water. Just women even have a higher water content than guys. Just drink more water. Good morning or good night, depending on who I'm talking to. I know, Tim, that the laws have been changed. I know, and then I'm working on that, I guess. I don't care anymore. I've just completely disengaged myself from this whole world. According to your society, my life's pretty much over and I'm a piece of trash, I guess. Maybe that's why I just don't like these systems, because I know I'm divine and that's bullshit and we're equals. Like, I'm an indigo, I'm a fighter. I know that on a deeper level. It's just really crazy, but you're going to see big changes, that's for sure. You're definitely going to see big changes. And you're going to see a lot of people just don't care anymore, but they're doing things behind the scenes that are much more productive to move this along. There's a lot of light workers in high places that are here to do this. We're doing it. So it doesn't even matter at this point. I look at it like a blessing, like, so that I don't have to go vote. I'm just exempt from it. It's great. Thank you, universe. Yeah, it's like a good thing in disguise. Anything you might perceive as negative is actually a good thing. It just has fueled my frustration. So it's a really good thing. So anything that you can look at like as negative, it really has a positive impact in some way. Ashley, you have a question about past lives. Are they in connection to our birth date? Well, they can be. But like birthmarks are oftentimes the way that you died in your past life. But like when I do natal charts, I can tell like your just last life you had. And you can check it out more at sparksofdivinelighealing.com. And I can tell because it's in your astrology chart, like your just last life. So there's a lot of stuff you can access from the stars and your sign. There's just a lot of basic characteristics all the signs have with each other. So it's just really accurate stuff. Out of like past life regressions have come some of the most amazing knowledge. Like Dolores Cannon used to do past life regressions before she died, and she had really amazing knowledge. So, basically, these past lives, like, are surfacing. Your memories are all going to come back. You're going to be able to remember every life you ever had eventually. We're not able to remember them now because our DNA has been altered as a human species. Basically, to make us, we're basically workers. And our human DNA has been altered so we don't remember our past lives like other races do. Races of humans. So, those kind of DNA mutations are being corrected now as we ascend. Our DNA is being turned back on. It was something that had to be corrected, I heard. So it's happening. It's being corrected, and you are going to be able to remember all your lives. Good morning, Shyla. Truth will set them free soon. Yes. Even Lucifer's tired of the bullshit. Everyone's sick of the bullshit. It doesn't matter what side you're on. Everyone is. That's the great thing. It's really coming to a boiling point. I'm real excited. I've been resting up all weekend. Hold on. Hang on one sec. Yeah, it's really amazing because we've been preparing and working on this for so long, and now it's like really coming to fruition. Hi, Ben. Doctors are only there to make pharmaceutical companies money, yes. And we're kind of realizing this, like, who are these systems serving? The elite reptiles, that's great. But who's doing all the work? We are. So we're kind of realizing that this really has become from like a school to a prison planet. And we're just learning how we can change it and what we can do. And that's to transform yourself and to get rid of anything not serving you so that you can vibrate higher and get out of that whole dimension. You want to raise up. There's other dimensions that you can learn in. Higher dimensions. Regarding the election, I'm doing an evolutionary write-in. I love it. That's what everyone should do. It's really just amazing. If you can vote, definitely go vote. Definitely, because your votes are going to make a difference. I know that it's already been announced online that Hillary Clinton is going to be president and that the voting machines are really rigged. So, and it's bad, like to the point where they won't even do the after poll thing to show the discrepancy. So please go vote. Don't vote Hillary for president. Go write your paper ballots out, I guess. But it doesn't matter really. But if you feel the need, go vote. Go vote. Go change America. Go change America. Go make America great again. So personally, I don't think America is gonna be great anytime soon. I think it's just gonna keep falling like Atlantis, and getting crazier and crazier. Like, but by all means, go vote. But I'm gonna spend my day trying to like get some work done and stuff. I'm not gonna waste my time with it. But just really focus on love and gratitude. I'm gonna go on that note. But have a good day. Love and light.